Okay, it's finally here, the new War Thunder update Leviathans, coming with quite a lot of things, and today we're going to review it all. So it's the second major update of 2025. But the most important thing up front is these new premium packs. There's one for USSR, one for Great Britain. These packs are basically 3 vehicles in one, and it's kind of like that 2 fronts Germany one. Okay, so now this is kind of crazy. The new multi-vehicle SAM system. So here are some of the ones here. Countries like Germany, Japan, they all get one. Basically, how it works is you have your main central anti-air vehicle. You can place SAM launchers all around the map in different areas and then control them with your main vehicle. It's super cool addition. It's how it works in real life, and I'm glad they added it. Okay, so up top, we have 2 new vehicles. One is the Leclerc. Well, it's a test Leclerc that's for the French tech tree. Then one is a Badger, which is a South African IFV. Then also down here, we have the new Spider Israeli anti-air. We also have this Chinese CS-7A5. Then here's an overview of everything coming. Great Britain, of course, you have the pack right there. Same with USSR and USA. When it comes to aircraft, the F2A and Swiss Subtree are being added to the game. The F2A is part of Japan's new top tier jets. I don't know much about planes, but this is coming with a lot of new things and people are very much excited for it. And of course, Germany now has the Swiss Subtree. Here's a plane right here, the C3604. Then right down here, the USSR is getting a Czechoslovakian plane, which is a combat trainer. Of course, right here's a summary of all the things being added, and it looks like Germany's getting a lot more content, and that's because of the Swiss Subtree. Right down here is something I was so excited for, even though I'm not going to get it for a while, something that's so cool. They added the RAH-66. This was a US helicopter, which we didn't use. I think it was a prototype that we didn't eventually get a contract for. But here it is right here, and this thing is absolutely beautiful. I'm so happy they added it into the game. And of course, China is getting some new helicopter variants right down here. And of course, here's a summary of some things added. Things like Germany, Japan, and Italy really didn't get anything new, but some models got updated. And here's something only few are excited for, but a lot more should. And it's how in this new update, Leviathans is centered around Navy, especially some legendary ships. So the first one right here is the Yamato. Everyone's heard of it. It's a Japanese warship, super popular. It's kind of like this other boat down here, the Bismarck. The Bismarck is kind of the German equivalent of the Yamato. It's a battleship with a lot of cannons, extremely powerful, but this thing got sunk like right away for a variety of reasons. But these 2 massive ships, which War Thunder has been waiting a while to add to the game, are finally in the game. And of course, some other tanks, which I can't really name the second one, but the HMS Vanguard is being added. Okay, so this is the next thing everyone can enjoy no matter what. So the Falkland Islands is being added to the game. This is a map specifically for air battles. And maybe we'll see a ground one in the future, but this location looks absolutely gorgeous. And corresponding to the maps that have been visually updated last update, Berlin is also getting visually updated. And also, in addition to Berlin, Kuban is also getting updated, and these screenshots look gorgeous. Okay, this next section talks about the multi-vehicle SAM systems we were talking about before. Kind of goes into detail of how they work and how you can work them yourself. And of course, I'm going to have this dev blog linked in the description if you want to check it out and learn how to use it. And I'm sure there's going to be YouTube tutorials right away. I don't have the vehicle unlocked, so I can't really do a tutorial, but in the future I will. But it's kind of super cool, this thing they have added and how you're able to do this. It really makes War Thunder not just a game, but more simulator leaning. And of course, down here, we also have some more interface. Of course, we have interface improvements. Along with every update, they kind of do some quality of life. And some of these are pretty damn cool. The first one right here is this action panel, which is these buttons down here. They've been updated. Aircrafts now have a lot more buttons they can choose from to do all kinds of different uses. I'm not going to go into specifics, but you can check out the dev blog. The scoreboard also has a thing where if you hover over someone's tank now, it shows the tank up on the leaderboard, which is super cool. Of course, in addition to that, and if you hover over someone's name, you can see all the different tanks they play. But if you hover over an enemies, it doesn't show their lineup to kind of get spoilers, things like that. But I'm sure after the match, you can easily see. And now there's also a destroyed card. So when you get destroyed, it will tell you what tank and what ammunition. Of course, it did show you this before, but this time around, it's more summarized on an easy to read UI panel. And also the player profile has been improved. They've added bunch more things to easily see your camouflages, medals, achievements, things like that. And fuel dumping has been added for another aircraft, all variants of the F-111. Let me know down in the description what change you love the most about this update or what you're most looking forward to unlocking and playing. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Have a good rest of your day.